points in the quarter.
That's a nice job of getting the ball in the paint and burying the shot. That's exactly how it's done.
And stolen by Mirotic. And that does it for the first half of play. Kings lead by 10. We're going to step away briefly, but get you right back out here for the start of the third quarter after our halftime. And the third quarter about ready to get underway. You look at DeMarcus Cousins, what a contribution.
How about his scoring in the first half? I mean, he's looked like a different player out there today.
He really has, Steve. It's been a pleasant surprise for him, that's for sure. I mean, he really hit on something that worked in those first two quarters.
Second half underway. Here's who Mike Malone's got on the floor. Stauskas is the 2 with Dave playing small forward. Derek Williams is out there with DeMarcus Cousins. And it's Collison at the point. And there's the feed to Williams. Here's Cousins. And it's Dunleavy with the rebound.
Well, great season for DeMarcus Cousins last year, and an interesting story. His owner asked his countrymen to stuff the ballot box for Cousins so that he could be in the starting 5 of the All-Star game. Didn't quite work out, but he still had a terrific campaign.
Let's go now to the sideline and catch up with Doris Burke. Hey, Doris.
Gentlemen, a close partnership between Bulls coach Tom Thibodeau and center Joakim Noah. Noah said, quote, "The way each of us sees the game can be totally different, but he'll fight anybody to win, and I will too." Noah says Thibodeau's changed too, adding, "He's opened up a lot more, asking how we're doing, what we're thinking." Kevin?
They're really the backbone of that team. Thanks, Doris.
He's created some good opportunities for himself and made the most of them.
And Clark, for DeMarcus Cousins, he came up short in the voting, still waiting for his first All-Star appearance after he wasn't selected as a reserve either.
Well, Kevin, with the strides he made last year and the way he's found areas to improve in each summer, you have to think it won't be long, just a matter of time before he gets that All-Star.
And the foul on Derrick Rose. That's foul number 2 for him. Chicago making a switch here. Brooks checked in. Then for the Kings, Sessions comes in for Stauskas. And it's McCallum in for Darren Collison. For 3, Dunleavy. And that one's good. Dunleavy's got 10.
I like the offensive awareness to exploit that lack of coverage on that play.
Williams for 3. And once again off the mark by Sacramento. Butler kicks to Gasol. Three-pointer, Brooks. Got a piece of it. Out of bounds, Sacramento takes possession.
And taking a look here at some numbers for Gay. Last year, getting it done. Averaged about 20 points a game last season. 6 rebounds and 3 assists. The points have been coming for him at a prodigious rate, and that's exactly what they depend on, his scoring ability and his drive.
Yeah, and that's exactly what he is, a driven player, Steve, someone who can take an opposing defense and just shatter it with his ability.
Here's McCallum. Cousins. Good. Cousins has got 4 points in the quarter.
Well, the defense just looked a little lazy on the glass there.
Yeah, nobody boxing out. That's inexcusable.
Well, he hasn't had much success shooting the ball, but it's not too late for him to get it turned around and start to...
Oh, get it! Oh, watch out now. Tell you what, he's going to put that one in his scrapbook. Absolutely insane with that dunk.
Well, now they're starting to rub it in, aren't they? Have build up the lead, and here we go, folks. It's showtime.
And why not? I mean, the more plays they make like that, the more they'll have these guys on the ropes.
Time called here. The Bulls decide to talk it over.
Sometimes all it takes is just a little change of scenery, and while that wasn't the case for Rudy Gay going from Memphis to Toronto, it was true as he was sent from the Raptors to the Kings this past season where he played really well.
Some changes for Chicago. Mirotic is checked in for Gasol. McDermott comes in for Taj Gibson. And Tony Snell subbed in for Mike Dunleavy. Sacramento also making some changes. Jason Thompson is checked in for Cousins. Landry comes in for Williams. And it's Caspian for Sessions. Here's Caspi. The shot misses. And it's Chicago the other way. And while you might worry when a player changes teams midseason 2 years in a row like Rudy Gay, you know, there may be some problems. But Gay was phenomenal for the Kings after the trade. In fact, he looked rejuvenated.
Yeah, sometimes that can happen. A change of scenery, Kevin, can ignite and energize a player, and it certainly made Rudy Gay more efficient.
And so he draws the foul on the shot, a trip to the line to shoot two.
And the defense looking to protect the rim at all costs.
Yeah, I like that. A foul to save the layup. Make him earn it at the line.
Jason Thompson, 6'11", out of Rider College. Not a big-time program, but he was well-known coming out of that school because of his ability and his size. And he's proven to be a pretty solid NBA player. Very well-rounded game.
Mirotic's shot is off. Kings leading now by 6. And finished off by Gay.
How about that? Breaking out the Statue of Liberty on that dunk.
A nice way to pad that lead a little more.
Yeah, you got that right.
And Jason Thompson able to step outside and hit a jump shot.
Hammer time! Hammer time!
Yeah, nice fast break from start to finish, guys.
Especially on the back end. I mean, he polished it off perfect.
Snell, that's good. Snell's got 7 points in the game.
I'm not sure that was the play they had set up, but it was too good a look to pass up.
Just 2 seconds between shot clock and game clock. From downtown. Rebound by the Bulls. Clark, this is the first they're seeing of Sacramento.
Well, last year these teams split the 2 games they played, something we see so often in these interconference series.
Last game for the Kings, they picked up the W against Phoenix. Heinrich and Rose, the guards. The forward combination of Dunleavy and Gibson. And it's Gasol at the 5, down low. So that's the 5 in the game for Chicago. McLemore dishes to Cousins. Here's Rose. Out of bounds, Sacramento will take possession. Kings leading now by 5. The drive by Collison. Here's Cousins. And foul called as he misses. He'll go to the line and shoot 2.
Excellent game we've seen from DeMarcus Cousins. He has 18 points and 1 assist. This is some performance we're witnessing out of him.
This is a night to remember for sure, guys.
DeMarcus Cousins is absolutely devastating around the rim, folks. I mean, he's strong, coordinated, excellent touch, tremendous hands, good feet. His high skill level enables him to step outside and make plays, but I think he's really best served when he's in that paint area, doing his damage close to the goal.
Williams. And he goes in for the dunk.
Taking it to the rack with power right there.
And hammering down with the two-handed slam.
Well, they already had him staggered, and now all of a sudden they're throwing some haymakers. And Cousins top 5 in free throws attempted last season. He's had his issues at the other end committing fouls. Kings need him on the court, so that's something he has to be very careful about.
Doris Burke has an update for us. Doris?
Thanks, Kevin. Tom Thibodeau had some words for his team in that last huddle. He told them that they simply have to step up, saying if we don't make a move now, it's going to be too late. Give them everything you've got. Kevin?
And you talk about Cousins' presence inside. He's still got a ways to go defensively.
Yeah, he's solid one-on-one, but often a step slow in rotations in the team defensive scheme. I think that's where he can really take the next step, and that requires studying your opponents and then understanding where you need to be defensively as a team defender.
And he drops in the layup off the glass. Cousins has got 22 points.
That's the third bucket in a row from the paint. This defense needs to clog those lanes in the middle much more effectively.
Yeah, and until they do, the problems inside are only going to get worse.
That's his first personal foul. First team foul.
Here's Rose.
I think they've got to get back to what they were doing in the first half if they want to win this game. I mean, they're shooting it poorly, and that's really due to the fact that they've not been as sharp in their execution.
Well, you look at the game of basketball, it really seems to be on the upswing, and that's great news for the NBA. We know that those who play a sport are much more likely to watch it as an adult, and basketball is now the largest participation sport in high school and college.
And McLemore kicks to Collison. Lets the three fly. That doesn't go either for Collison. And the foul called on DeMarcus Cousins. That will get him his fourth foul of the game. Butler, he's checked in for Kirk Heinrich. And again, Chicago, no good. Up the floor. And then Cousins with the dunk.
Well, this is what he does. Shooting it well, he's scoring a lot of their points, getting them in front.
Here's Rose. Got it. Good job in the low post.
Not trying to rattle any rims or racks there. Just up and in with the finger roll.
Left side, Williams. And he was fouled on the way up. 2 free throws now for him.
Well, at least the defender got his money's worth on that one.
Yep, that was an easy whistle for the official.
All right, we'll take a look now at how the points have been generated so far. A scoring breakdown for the Kings.
Boy, their passing has been picturesque, a thing of beauty in both halves. More than a few of their baskets have come off assists.
And they're getting so much penetration on the defense that they're getting a lot of easy buckets as a result of breaking down that defense.
And there's the foul. It goes on Taj Gibson. That'll be his second foul of the game. Collison kicks to Stauskas. A three-pointer off the mark.
Boy, but he was close, Kevin, to making the defense pay for lackadaisical coverage there.
Yeah, he had a really good look. I mean, he'll knock that down more often than not.
And no good as the first free throw missing for him. We'll see if he can nail the second. And he can't get the second one to drop either. Coming up empty that time. It's taken away by Collison. Tipped away. Stolen by Rose. And now the fast break. Gibson with the ball. Out that one, the Sacramento Heat have been cut down now to just 8 points with the basket from Gasol.
Really good example there of some fine interior passing before that basket.
There's Rose with the three. They get the rebound. Butler stayed with it, but they couldn't get it to fall. It's Gay with the drive. And that one's good.
And at this point, just sort of running through the paces, going through the motions as it appears. It'll be a nice win here for the Kings.
Great, generous ball movement tonight. A thing of beauty.
Yeah, remarkable team effort, Kevin. Everybody got involved, and that paid dividends.
And so with this win, they'll move to 6 victories on the season.
Oh, what a great way for them to have kicked off this season series. These two teams play twice more, and no question who's going to have the advantage in those games after what happened here tonight.
Yeah, I don't think it'll play out quite that simply, though, Steve. I mean, the team coming out on the losing end of a game one is just that much more motivated to get even in games 2 and 3.
Fantastic show put on. What an amazing game all around it was for DeMarcus Cousins. Now, there wasn't much they could do to slow him down as he was converting every opportunity he got. Now, no way you can come back from this deficit.
Just not enough time left on the clock.
Rebound by the Bulls.
Well, you got to love the effort, but probably an ill-advised decision in the end to go for that alley-oop.
Yep, that sequence went from pretty to ugly in a hurry.
You know, that's one way he can finish, but not the only way. He's got a lot of tricks up his sleeve.
So it's the Kings taking the win in this one. And Clark, you know, it was quite a nail biter.
Yeah, it was tight. Their guys were able to come up with big plays down the stretch, and that's the difference.